Greetings, fellow K-drama fanatics. Today, we're diving into the darker side of the K-drama universe, the villains who haunt our nightmares. These villains had us screaming at our screens, throwing pillows, or even questioning humanity, and make our hearts race. Forget the charming leads for a moment, because it's these antagonists who truly drive the plot, create tension, and often steal the show with their complex motivations and terrifying presence. We've compiled a list of some of the most memorable K-drama villains of all time, and we're going to rank them from the least scary to the absolute scariest. 11. Park Jung-hyun, Goblin. While he is the central antagonist who causes the immense suffering of our heroes, Park Jung-hyun's impact is more historical than immediate. As a powerful, manipulative eunuch from the Goryeo era, his cunning and treacherous advice to the young king led to the tragic deaths of Kim Shin and his sister. His spectral form, a ghastly blue ghost that stalks the present day, is creepy but ultimately lacks the physical menace of the other villains on this list. His horror is more psychological, a lingering curse from the past, rather than a direct, palpable threat. His true terror lies in the way he poisons the minds of those in power, a silent killer of trust and loyalty. Number 10. Oh Man-seok, Crash Landing on You. The corrupt and ruthless North Korean officer Oh Man-seok is a persistent threat to our main characters, Se-ri and Jong-hyuk. He is a classic villain, motivated by greed and the preservation of his own power, willing to commit any crime to cover his tracks. His cold, calculating demeanor and willingness to kill anyone who gets in his way make him a formidable foe. However, his villainy is rooted in political corruption, making him a more conventional antagonist compared to the more psychologically disturbed characters on this list. His horror is more psychological, a lingering curse from the past rather than a direct, palpable threat. Number 9. Park Sung-hoon, Queen of Tears. Park Sung-hoon as Yoon Eun-sung is a master of manipulation and emotional cruelty. He's not a physically imposing figure, but his true power lies in his ability to dismantle a family from the inside out. Driven by a twisted sense of revenge and a deeply ingrained inferiority complex, he preys on the vulnerabilities of those around him. The horror of Yoon Eun-sung is his quiet, insidious evil, the way he smiles while he stabs you in the back. He represents the danger of unchecked ambition and the devastating consequences of emotional abandonment. Number 8. Jin Mu, Alchemy of Souls. Jin Mu is the embodiment of pure, unadulterated evil. As the Gwonju of Cheongbuk-gwan, he is a power-hungry sorcerer who will stop at nothing to achieve his goals. He manipulates the crown prince, betrays his own family, and uses dark magic to create chaos and destruction. His villainy is less about a tragic backstory and more about a complete lack of empathy or conscience. He is a truly despicable character who loves to see others suffer, and his constant scheming makes him a constant and unpredictable threat. Number 7. Cheon So Jin, the Penthouse. Cheon So Jin is the perfect example of a villain we love to hate. She is a powerhouse of ambition, driven by a desperate need to be the best, a twisted desire for her father's approval, and a deep-seated inferiority complex. Her villainy is loud, expressive, and intensely dramatic. She will lie, cheat, and even kill to maintain her status and destroy anyone who stands in her way, including her own daughter. Her iconic outbursts and over-the-top antics are both terrifying and mesmerizing, making her one of the most memorable K-drama antagonists of all time. Number 6. Joo Dan Tae, the Penthouse. Even in a show full of psychos and manipulators, Joo Dan Tae stands out as a truly chilling character. He is a man with a dark past who has built his empire on a foundation of lies, violence, and murder. Unlike Cheon So Jin's theatrical rage, Joo Dan Tae's evil is cold and calculated. He can be charming one moment and a violent monster the next, making him a truly unpredictable and terrifying presence. He sees people as pawns in his game, and his willingness to commit unspeakable acts without a hint of remorse make him a terrifying and iconic villain. Number 5. HaYoon, Marry My Husband. HaYoon's portrayal of Jung Soo-min is a masterclass in psychological horror. On the surface, she appears to be a sweet, naive friend, but underneath, she's a deeply resentful and manipulative psychopath. Her brand of evil is insidious and personal, as she systematically works to ruin the life of her supposed best friend. The horror of her character is the way she gaslights and manipulates everyone around her, leaving her victims isolated and questioning their own sanity. Her seemingly innocent facade makes her all the more terrifying. Number 4. Baek Hee-sung, Flower of Evil. Baek Hee-sung represents a chilling form of evil, one that hides in plain sight. For a large portion of the series, we are led to believe that the protagonist is the serial killer, but the real villain is a man who has been comatose for years. When he wakes up, his true nature is revealed, a cold, emotionless psychopath with a history of torturing and murdering people for sport. His blank stare and lack of emotion in the face of his heinous crimes are what make him so unsettling. He is a predator who has been given a new lease of life, and his quiet sadism is truly terrifying. Number 3. Matthew Lee, Escape of the Seven. Matthew Lee is a villain on a cosmic scale. His motivation isn't money or power, but rather a godlike need for control and a twisted sense of justice. He orchestrates a series of brutal games to punish those who wronged his daughter, but he does so with a sadistic glee that makes him truly terrifying. He is unpredictable, theatrical, and utterly unhinged, enjoying the suffering of his victims and the chaos he creates. His boundless resources and lack of moral compass make him a truly unstoppable force of nature. Number 2. Yoon Gwi-nam, All of Us Are Dead. Yoon Gwi-nam is more than just a school bully. He's a monster who evolves into something far more terrifying. In a world full of zombies, he is the one who stands out as the scariest. After being bitten, he becomes a half-zombie, a Hambi, with heightened strength and durability, but he retains his human intelligence and sociopathic cruelty. He is driven by a singular, obsessive desire for revenge. The sheer physicality of his evil, combined with his human cunning and utter lack of remorse, makes him an apex predator in a world of the undead. He is a truly monstrous creation. Number 1. Seo Moon-jo, Strangers from Hell. There is no K-drama villain more terrifying than Seo Moon-jo. He is not a monster born from a tragic past or a vengeful heart. He is a predator who finds beauty in the act of murder and takes pleasure in turning others into monsters like him. His soft-spoken, intellectual demeanor is a mask for a deep, disturbing madness. He is an artist of death, meticulously crafting his victims' descent into insanity. He doesn't just kill you, he breaks you, transforming you into a reflection of his own evil. His insidious psychological warfare is a kind of terror that stays with you long after the final credits roll. He is without a doubt the scariest K-drama villain of all time. If this ranking has you on the edge of your seat and you're hungry for more K-drama content, be sure to subscribe to this channel and ring that notification bell. What do you think of this list? Did your favorite villain make the cut? Let me know in the comments below. We love hearing from you.